No, absolutely fucking not. I have just been in the truck with you for 5 hours. Shut the fuck up. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our fun excursion on the fucking cruise we've been talking about and making our itinerary for like fucking, the last 3 episodes.
We left the country together.
Yep.
STFU was fucking abroad.
Oh. Jared was trying to fuck abroad.
Really? You're not even gonna lube them up. You're just gonna.
No, I'm just gonna jam it in there. I'm gonna make them just as uncomfortable as I was sitting in the hot tub while you were getting jacked off. Oh, so what should we talk about first?
Needless to say, it was an eventful weekend, guys.
Oh, it was very, very eventful. It was fucking ridiculous.
Before we even left port, fucking plane crash right next to the goddamn ship.
It was, dude. It was. I swear to God, I now have the best "you can't fucking park there" video, hands down. Oh, I hope that guy's insured. Like,
is it right?
They were just
my joke, son of a bitch.
They were just fucking pushing that goddamn plane with a tugboat. It was fucking hilarious.
I'm amazed we didn't hear that thing hit the fucking water.
I don't know. We started drinking immediately though. Like okay, so the fucking fun and festivities started before we even got on the fucking boat, guys. All right. Like okay, so let's first talk about the drive. Okay, the drive. I was in a fucking truck with this son of a bitch for 5 hours each way.
And on the way there, truck kept fucking breaking down.
Yeah, it just kept, like the ADAS system started fucking up, so my proximity sensors kept going off, and it just killed the fucking acceleration. So literally, we were on the highway. We had to pull over, and I don't know if you know this, but nobody fucking lets you over on the highway. So, like, we had to pull over and shut the truck off and basically give it time to reset itself and then fucking fire it back up again. It happened 3 times. Because I think it was just the fact that we were sitting in traffic for like fucking 3 hours.
I was wondering if we were gonna have to like push our way into the fucking parking garage.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. So, I mean, it was fucking up. Well, we soldiered through it though. Like we drove down there. We made great time because we left at like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. We left fucking early as shit.
Mm-hmm. So, fucking, we're traveling down there, right? And we're going into border security and shit. And like, of course, like fucking, we're getting our room keys and everything. We got our boarding group placard and everything. So, they could just, group 1. And before anything started, we walked all the way up to the front and we saw Kevin Smith and the family going on board.
Yeah.
And everybody's cheering like, oh my God, it's Kevin Smith. It's like, yeah, he's going to be there all weekend. And they immediately started fucking getting people with special needs, right? They required special attention. And
anyways,
of course,
we got on board.
Of course, I had to make the joke. I was like, Jerry, you're retarded. Fucking get in line. And I laughed.
Over this part.
Yeah, I laughed. He was like, fuck you, because that's his only comeback. And then of course, everybody else in line started laughing, and we were like, all right, well, we got like 9 boarding groups ahead of us, so we'll just go sit down. And while we're walking to go sit down, the guy looks directly at Jer and goes, sir, special needs. And I'm like, oh, thank you for this. You just made my whole fucking weekend, dude.
If I ever see that guy again, I will fucking drown him in a shallow pool.
I turned and like lost my shit for a minute, and then I was just like, hey, I'm his handler, dude. I need to go with him. So, we got on the ship before everybody else did.
I was so happy and angry all at once. It was just a mix of fucking emotions.
Oh, like, it was so fucking great.
Like, if I ever see that guy again, I will I will take him onto the cruise ship and drown him on a shallow deck puddle. Not even in the hot tub, just a shallow deck puddle.
Speaking of the hot tub. So, dude, when we got on board, we immediately started drinking, and they put like a $400 hold that I was not like expecting on my card, and that just killed our entire fucking drink package. And I was like, no, absolutely fucking not. This is not happening. So we walked down there, and I was like, hey. They were like, oh yeah, you got to square away like $140 because we bought the internet package and everything, so we'd fucking talk to each other on the ship, and I could keep the snap streak going with the wife, and fucking like we went down, we took care of everything, and everything was cool. We're back on board, we're back on the drink package because there's no way that we're paying per drink. There's absolutely no fucking way.
No, we could not have afforded it.
Oh no, them shits are expensive.
It is expensive.
So first night, we go pretty hard, I think we went
every night.
Yeah, we went pretty fucking hard every night, honestly. But we went pretty fucking hard. Jared was in the room, just passed the fuck out asleep, and I went to the silent disco, which was fucking hilarious. Basically, they just give you headphones with 3 channels, and only 2 of them play music, by the way. And you just fucking switch between people, and you fucking dance your ass off. But apparently Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran were real big fucking fans of that disco because I ran into them the first night. And it was absolutely fucking hilarious because I tried to text Jared. I'm like, dude, they're up here. They're here. Get the fuck over here. And nothing. He was just completely out. And I walked over. I'm like, hey, Brian O'Halloran, dude, you guys are amazing. Like, can I get a picture with you? He goes, yeah, absolutely. And we take the picture, and I was like, hey, on the down low, can you fucking sign this for me? And he goes, yeah, just make sure nobody else fucking sees it. And I got the silver Sharpie, and it's my 10th anniversary copy of Clerks X. And he signed it and immediately went, Jeff, get your fucking ass over here. so he called over Jeff Anderson, and Jeff Anderson is legitimately fucking Randall in real life. It's absolutely hilarious. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you, Jeff. I just want to thank you for giving me my personality for the last 30 years. Thank you. And we got on board. They were cycling movies, right? They were cycling movies, and it was just 4. If I never see Chasing Amy again, I'll be fine with it.
Why did it seem like every fucking time we turned the TV on, it was fucking Chasing Amy?
We never turned the TV off. Like every time we woke up, it was Chasing Amy.
Yeah, every time it's like, it's goddamn Chasing Amy again.
It was Chasing Amy, Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Clerks.
That must be like the longest movie. That's the only fucking logical reason I could think of.
I have no idea, but it was fucking ridiculous. So yeah, we went pretty hard that first night. The second day we went to fucking Nassau.
Yeah.
And I got a shirt, of course. And
cigars.
Huh?
I bought cigars.
Yeah, they were horrible, by the way.
I was enjoying my cigar. All right. You didn't have to finish your cigar. You didn't have to fucking kill my cigar.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
It was not good. I was not happy.
Yeah, so fucking so we're fucking we're having a fucking blast. We get up, and he wants to go into fucking Nassau, wants to go, get off the ship and whatnot. And we get off the ship, and fucking it's a long walk. It's you turn the corner, right? It's a 5-minute walk till you turn that corner on the dock and go, God damn, that's a long ass fucking walk. Oh, we should have 100%. I'm glad I wore my Adidas. And fucking we get the place, because I got to buy sunscreen, because the sunscreen we brought with us had no fucking pressure on it, so it was just dribbling out.
It was acting like a flaccid dick.
It was ridiculous. It looked like a dick that hadn't been touched in a while, and it was just like fucking pre-coming all over my goddamn skin. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? So I got a new thing. I got a new thing, sunscreen, got a fucking hat, I got a shirt. I got the wife something. I got her a little surfboard keychain, and I bought a Harley Davidson shirt from the Harley Davidson store because I buy Harley Davidson shirts everywhere I go. And we're walking, like, I don't know why I fit this fucking category, but I walked up and there's this dude fucking renting like ATVs and shit. He's like, ATVs side by sides, ATVs side by sides. He taps me on the shoulder without breaking eye contact. Goes, I got cocaine. And I'm like, what the? He's like, free samples. I'm like, oh.
Immediately I pushed him out of the way. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can you repeat that? And yeah, Jared paid $20 for like the shittiest cigars I've ever smoked in my life.
It doesn't mean you have to fucking do what you did.
It was ridiculous. So there was that. Fucking we're going back onto the boat, and dude walks up and he's like, hey, man, yo, you want to rent an ATV? I'm like, nah, man, we're going back to the ship. He goes, well, give me a tip. I said, fuck off. Like, yeah, it's your tip. Fuck off. And he fucking, oh my God. Oh, dude, we completely forgot to tell him about the fucking guy that we almost hit because he's fucking standing in traffic in Miami. And fucking, he's.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
yeah, I completely forgot about that guy. And fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I almost ran mad at us.
Yeah, he got mad at us because we wouldn't give him anything, so I almost ran him over. But fucking yeah. So we get back on the ship and everything, and we just start partying immediately. We're going hard.
Just
yeah. Throwing them back, right? And apparently, Jer ran into somebody who was throwing him back a little harder. This drunk bitch.
You're just building it up, aren't you?
Yeah, this drunk bitch. Oh my God. So we go over to the hot tub and she's in the hot tub. And she looks at me and I'm like, not with a stolen dick, no. And fucking
and I happen to have a stolen dick.
I get into the hot tub and she just immediately like moves on to Jer. And Jer's sitting over there and like fucking like he's whispering shit in her ear, like sweet nothings, like, oh, I got on TikTok famous. And
never once
fucking
never once.
So he's sitting there, and she gives him the most non-discreet hand job in the hot tub that I've ever fucking seen in my life. Like, it's okay, so Jerry got that stupid ass look on his face, like he's trying to fucking try out for Shaun of the Dead and shit. Just
here's the thing. It became a fucking thing because the very next night, people are coming up to me. They're like, "Bro."
Oh no. Hold on. We haven't got there yet. I'll explain that. I'll explain how that shit happened. And fucking Jer is just getting whacked off in the fucking in the hot tub. Fucking, she's being a real handyman, and like fucking like she is going. It is a violently mediocre hand job.
It wasn't that great, I'll be honest.
I'm sitting over there making fun of him the entire fucking time. I'm just like, yeah, discretion, Jer. Fucking mint, dude. Not a fucking clue. Now, there's a guy sitting on the hot tub. He hadn't said a fucking word, right? This chick's boyfriend comes up to the hot tub and starts fucking screaming at her. And I'm like, oh, that's probably her boyfriend. And I was just making a joke, And then like he's like, hey, your shit's in the fucking hallway, and threw her out of the fucking room. And that was the last we saw of her that night.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she was getting shown that dude's very best Ike Turner impression. And fucking like the dude who has not said a fucking word the whole time just turns to us and goes, you should have saw that. I'm like, holy shit, you've got a lisp. Wow. Like
Tony was like, the whole time you've had that.
The whole time you've had this and you haven't fucking once. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. So he tells us that was indeed her boyfriend, and that's how we know that her shit, just got thrown out of the fucking room. And yeah, I mean, we just went hard and fucking, I walked up to the room and Jared was like, I ordered a pizza. I ordered pepperoni pizza. It'll be here in a little bit. And I was like, no, it won't. I stayed there for a minute and watched some of Mallrats. And I was like, fuck this.
Amy?
Yeah, fuck this. I'm going up to the buffet. And I had a pepperoni pizza that night, and Jared did not.
Still.
I went to the fucking silent disco again. Kevin Smith was up there, but we didn't run into him. Or I didn't run into him that night. I basically just hung out with fucking Brian O'Halloran again. Brian O'Halloran.
I went up there last night. I was like, apparently this is where you fucking run into people, and nobody showed up.
Yeah, so fucking so yeah, we were just fucking hanging out. And apparently Brian O'Halloran is like my new Dennis for that cruise, because every time we go on the fucking my cruise, I always run into fucking Dennis. I run into him everywhere. Like, I just can't stop running into this guy. And fucking, you know, hanging out, having a great time, and I was just like, fucking, you know, I'm gonna go back to the room, go fucking get some sleep. And I woke up, like, fucking Jared woke me up early as shit, because we had to be to the fucking photo in like 15 minutes. And
you're like, what? You're like, oh, we still got 45 minutes. I was like, try 15, dickweed. And you were like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I get up, I blow out the lines, and we go up to take our picture. And the line is long as shit.
It's so fucking long.
Oh, it was so fucking long. Like, we had a 10:15 scheduled photo, right? We didn't get our picture taken with Kevin until like fucking 12:30.
Yep, that shit. Apparently, everybody booked during pre-sale.
Yeah, and he wanted to go to the autograph session. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. Not if it's going to be like this, because that is open to everybody on the ship. So I'm not standing in line for 4 hours. I don't care. I don't care that much to get everybody's autograph. Really don't. And fucking dude, Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes aren't going to be there. So.
And we already have their autograph.
Yeah, and we already have their autograph.
They pre-signed posters and handed them out, which was supposed to be for the autograph session. But I am pleased to announce fucking Kevin Smith, he's a hugger. And
he is a fucking hugger.
Oh, it felt so good. It felt fucking good.
Oh, I walked up and I was gonna give him some dap. You know, I was gonna dap the motherfucker up, and he just, like, I went like this and he went like this, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm fucking hugging Kevin Smith now. Like, so I hugged him, and then I hugged Jason Mewes. And fucking, like, right before we left, you know, after taking a picture, I was like, Lester, and he fucking busted out laughing. He was just like fucking, he was like everybody always fucking, you know, Jay, you know, fucking, that was the thing. I was like, no, you were actually much better in fucking Zach and Miri.
And so continuing on, the next night after this chick, like, people just start coming up to me. They're like,
no, hold on, I gotta set that up. It was my fault, so I have to set it up.
No, I want to tell this portion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You tell the portion of what you weren't there to witness. Okay, go ahead.
So, anyways, the next night, me and Tony back in the hot tub, and all of a sudden, all these people start coming up to me, and they're like, "Are you him?" I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, I don't want to admit to any crimes that may or may not have been committed.
You're the finger blaster.
Yeah. And they were like, "Are you finger blaster?" I was like, depends on who's asking.
Are you a boyfriend or what?
like I saw that dude too. Like, he's nothing that worries me, but like, I don't, like, I want to go back when they do that shit again. You know what I mean?
So this was actually really fucking funny. I completely left this out. Like, we were in line to get our picture taken with, you know, Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, and the dude in front of Jer, they're talking, because he was from like Washington, like Seattle or some shit.
Fuck.
And Jer's like, yeah, I used to do comedy in LA. You know, I made a name for myself on TikTok, and he's going on droning on about his accomplishments. And right after he said, I'm like TikTok famous. Dude,
I never said I was TikTok famous.
Dude walks by and notices me and goes, "Hey, King fucking story time. I love your shit."
I was so angry.
I looked over at Jared as soon as he said it, and I just saw the light leave his eyes and the despair just set in. And I was just like, oh, this is great. This is what I came here for. And it got even better because right after dude said that shit, the guy that he was talking to looks over at me and goes, "Oh yeah, you are fucking King Storytime. Hell yeah. Nice to meet you." I was like, "Thank you. That's the final nail in the coffin. Stick a fork in Jerry's fucking done." It was so fucking great. Like I watched
overboard so fucking bad.
I watched this man break down, like his life just ceased to have any meaning. Like I watched his entire world set ablaze right in front of me right before we met Kevin Smith, and I was just like, oh, this is hilarious.
We're pretty close to Kevin at that point too.
It was fucking hilarious. Oh, I know they heard it. I know they heard it. It was fucking great. So oh yeah, we did the Q&A.
Yeah, we got to ask Kevin Smith questions.
Yeah.
He asked something about being offensive in this day and age, and I just asked Kevin, like, when can we expect the biopic?
Yeah, and Kevin 100% like looked at him and was like, dude, that would be pretty pretentious, me directing my own biopic. But it was funny because the whole reason I had to ask a question, right, is because he walked up there and he's like, hey, my name's Jared D. I'm half of the STFU podcast. I'm like, oh, now I have to get up there and say something. I've got to plug the podcast. I can't let him, have the whole joy of doing that. So I waited in line just so I could say, hi, I'm Tony. I'm the funnier half of the STFU podcast. And
you had to wait a while.
Yeah, I had to wait a long time. And they told us in line, like you probably weren't involved in this because you weren't behind the gate, but they told us we had one job. Don't bump the chairs. Because there was a cameraman sitting on probably the most fucking precarious goddamn setup I've ever seen in my life. And like OSHA would not approve of this. And it had just chairs stacked around it so nobody bumped the camera. And they were like, don't bump the chairs. And the entire time, like first of all, I was not gonna touch the chairs until they fucking said something. Now I really want to.
Now you're like, don't push the button.
Oh, and what was funny was, dude, I had the cameraman dying the whole fucking time because he was like this straight up. I said, it just dawned on me that they told us not to bump the chairs, but they didn't say shit about touching the camera. Like, and he got this terrified look on his face, like, oh God, loopholes. And I was like, I'm going to touch your camera. And he's just looking down at me like, God damn it, please don't let him touch my camera. It's fucking hilarious.
I fucked this up, they'll fire me for sure.
Yeah, right. So yeah, fucking the reason he got fucking recognized as the finger blaster is 100% my fault. Because I walked up to one of the lounges and I was gonna go take a piss, and that was the best part. It was the easiest place to do it. And when I walked up there, the dude looked at me. He goes, "Hey, you're that guy from YouTube." I was like, "Yeah, thank you for supporting and everything." He goes, "Yeah, man, fucking, dude, I love your fucking videos, your shorts and shit." I was like, "Thank you." And he goes, "You're the guy from the fucking hot tub last night." He said, your co-host is Finger Blaster. I'm like, "Yep, that's him." If you see him, fucking tell him that. And he goes, "Fuck that, I'm telling everybody that."
Like, so many people came up to me and were like, "Are you Finger Blaster?" Like, I'm amazed Kevin didn't walk up to me like, "Are you fucking King Finger Blaster?"
Yeah. Fucking, oh my God, it was absolutely hilarious.
I was not amused, but now that we're off the ship, I'm like, all right, that shit's kind of funny.
That shit's pretty fucking funny. Yeah. Fucking but the third day was pretty uneventful except for that. I did hunt down Jason Lee finally. Fucking I was hunting that motherfucker for 3 days because I was like, the wife told me I had one job. I had to get something signed for. So I fucking I saw him. Like Jared just left, right? He had just left the pool deck. Just left the pool deck, and I saw him across the fucking deck of the ship, and I'm like, that's fucking Jason Lee. So I immediately grabbed my drinks and got up. and I ran after him. I'm like, hey, you look like Jason Lee. He goes, I get that a lot. And I was like, hey, man, I don't mean to bother you. Can you sign something for my wife? She loves you, and like Mallrats was one of her favorite movies, and this, that, and the other. And he goes, yeah, quick. You got it on you? I was like, yeah, dude, I got it. It's in the man purse. And I pulled it out. He signed it. I took a picture with him. And right before he left, I was like, hey, loved you in Stealing Harvard. He goes, dude, you pulled that one out of your ass. That movie gets no love, man. Thank you for fucking knowing my work. And it was just fucking hilarious. We sat there and talked about Stealing Harvard for a couple, like 30, 40 seconds and fucking, win our separate ways. And Jared's like, oh, I'm in the front row, motherfucker. I'm like, I just met Jason Lee, motherfucker. He goes, God damn it.
That was day one. I sent that text.
Oh, well, I had just gotten it then.
No,
but it was fucking hilarious. And I immediately walked up to the deck to call the wife. And I was like, hey, got the thing signed for you, and I got a picture with Jason Lee.
Oh,
but we get off the ship. And it has been a day, guys. Yeah. It has been a fucking day.
And they let us off at fucking Terminal B.
Oh yeah, they let us off at Terminal B. We departed from Terminal C, so we had to walk all the way down the fucking port.
We were like, this is bullshit.
Like, why did I pay for parking? Like, motherfucker.
Do you offer a shuttle?
Can we get a shuttle to fucking Terminal C, please? They did that to us last time. They did it to us when we went on the Salty Dog. They dropped us off at A, but we were in like Terminal D or some shit. Like, we had to walk a long fucking way.
And then this jackass last night gets so shit-faced, loses his goddamn key card.
Yeah.
Little side note, you need your fucking key card for everything, including getting
off the ship.
So as we're leaving, he has to make a stop by guest services
to get a new key card.
Just so he can get off the fucking ship.
Yeah. So they do that, but they scan it to make sure that nobody's like fucking trying to twofer.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn double feature that motherfucker.
And so, but that was pretty much the weekend.
Yep. I think the funniest part of the whole weekend had nothing to do with the cruise though. It had to do with the drive back.
The drive back.
Yeah. When we were driving back, first of all, I put on Dane Cook for Jer. We were listening to comedians.
Fucker.
So I put on Dane. I put on Retaliation. And he was like, motherfucker. Because I had pointed out that Dan Cummins he basically told a Dane Cook joke. And I realized at that moment that Dane Cook and Dan Cummins really have the same delivery style. They both take the jokes way farther than they need to. But it was actually pretty fucking funny because I put on, I was like, we had made references to episode 4 so many fucking times on this podcast. And I was like, I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about on episode 4, honestly. Like we made references, like we just started saying episode 4, and I actually fucking put it on today. Like I put it on in the truck and we were listening to it and I'm like, holy shit, this is all of the best jokes. Like this is the start of every fucking joke we make today. Like the fucking the movie quotes, the fucking the movie discussions,
the movie quotes, the fucking analyze this fucking quotes.
Yeah, the analyze this quote that I constantly fucking use. Fucking signed the dead guy. Fucking so that's like that. Yeah, it started literally everything. Literally fucking everything started on episode 4. That was the beginning of all the jokes. And I'm like, son of a bitch. The only thing this one doesn't have is Chris Maloney. That's the only joke that didn't start on episode 4, apparently. Go on down and get right with the Lord, because the devil is everywhere.
But they are going to be doing the cruise again in 2026. And I do believe me and Tony will be there.
Oh yeah, it's got it's got to happen. That shit's gonna be fucking hilarious. And the wife will come this time.
Yeah, yeah. And
maybe
then
the wife will jack me off in the hot tub.
and then he can be her fucking problem. I had to stop this guy last night from kicking the shit out. All right, there's a group of 3 sitting. All they're doing is eating and talking about Starbucks.
I don't remember any of this, by the way.
I heard them. They were talking about Starbucks. This drunk asshole looks at him and goes, "That's 2. The fuck out of here." I'm like, "You need to calm your ass, sir. They're talking about goddamn Starbucks."
I had no fucking idea. I don't even know why they were talking about Starbucks, honestly.
I have no idea, but you were so angry at them.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't even remember that shit.
And then later on, I seen one of them at the silent disco, and he approached me. He was like, "Thank you so much." I was like, I'm like, he's really harmless. And well, unless he's angry, then you're fucked.
Yeah, then you're fucked. It's like that's a big motherfucker. Oh man, it was goddamn ridiculous. Yeah, you know what, man? We need to take a shot, say a prayer, have a moment of silence for that goddamn toilet in our room, boy. Fucking that toilet saw some hairy shit, man. That toilet's like a grizzled war veteran right now. That shit was fucking hilarious. We were constantly just taking turns blowing that motherfucker up. Somebody open a fucking window. Jesus Christ.
Well, luckily we had the balcony.
Yeah, luckily we had the balcony. It was dude, it was a fucking blast. It was a finger blast.
I don't know if that was a finger blast, but finger blast didn't happen.
It was just so fucking funny. Dude, just fucking getting the most non-discreet, like out in the open fucking jag off. I was like, motherfucker.
And the part I find weird is you stayed where you were.
I'm not getting out of the fucking hot tub. You're getting jacked off on the other side of it. This is the non-jack off section.
I'm amazed everybody didn't go, "Well, I guess we're done in here."
No, we legitimately just fucking. I was just sitting there making fun of him the entire time. It's fucking. He was like, I didn't expel any fluids. Don't worry. I'm like, dude, it's fucking chlorine. I don't give a fuck.
This shit will kill anything.
Yeah, that shit will take anything with it. Fucking. And they dumped the fuck out of chlorine in there.
And Tony, you still didn't see that one hot tub open or that pool.
Yeah. Yeah, every charter cruise, they always have that pool, the main pool and the hot tubs by where they erect the stage. They always have them shut down, and I always look forward to it. And this I'm like, I wonder, man, I want to see that fucking hot tub open. You know, they need to open all 4 of them. That way, you know, they're not fucking always goddamn crowded. But that pool was cold as fuck too. I'm not gonna lie.
God, this motherfucker kept trying to get me to go in the pool. He's like, "Jared, come in." I started getting in one night, and I said, "Fuck that!"
It was goddamn ridiculous.
He kept going, "Come on, come on!"
I kept getting out of the hot tub, getting into the pool, and then getting back into the hot tub. Like I just kept jumping. And they would not serve us drinks in the hot tub this time. I don't know why, but they always served us drinks in the hot tub. Like every salty dog, they always serve us drinks in the hot tub. Apparently, they would not do it this cruise. Which meant I had to get out of the hot tub a lot because I had to go get drinks.
Drinks were a must.
Oh yeah, we were fucked up. Beyond all repair.
The whole thing, we were sloshed.
Oh yeah, we were hammered. We were fucking Tom Brady day drunk the entire time.
And we left before the sun came out too. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because we were going to get a hotel, but then we were like, hey, you know what? How about fuck that? How about we save our goddamn money and we just leave and get there?
Yeah. Yeah. So we left at like 3:30 in the morning. And by the way, I'm going to say that was the most pitiful fucking merch store I've ever been to in my life. Like there was nothing in there for Jay and Silent Bob. Nothing.
Kevin, I fucking love you. We gotta beef up the merch store, man.
It was nothing like the Salty Dog. Like a Salty Dog, fucking, they have everything there. They have fucking magnets and stickers and shirts and hats galore as far as the eye can see.
You could get a Soul Asylum shirt though.
Oh yeah, you could buy the fuck out of a Soul Asylum shirt. God damn it! If it was 1996, I'd be really fucking excited. But like,
the Soul Asylum was probably the most accessible people on the fucking cruise.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm part of Soul Asylum. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, dude. Again, if it was 96, I'd be really excited to meet you. Like, you only had the one damn song. Like,
why don't you go catch your fucking train? Get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, right? Get on the runaway train and get the fuck away from me. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
I'm chasing those guys that were in Clerks.
Yeah, right? Oh, and I did notice that one of the funniest things in fucking the credits for Clerks. It was yeah, it was like we were watching it and I just caught it out of the corner of my fucking eye and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. It was the boom operator. It said whoever held the mic. I was like, that's genius right there.
So you know that
we also watched the most fucking painful round of Kevin Smith trivia that anyone has ever played.
And nobody up there deserved to be up there.
No. Every fucking question, they were just like they had no idea. We were shouting it from the table.
We were like, it's fucking Rufus. Rufus. Chris
yeah, what's the name of the 13th apostle? Fucking Rufus.
How do you not know this? Get out of there. Get down.
Now, Kevin Smith actually told one of the funniest fucking stories. I think this is probably one of the funniest Kevin Smith moments I've actually seen in recent history, besides the Wild Wild West thing. And it was when Matt Damon did his cameo in Thor Ragnarok, and he played Loki. Right, yeah. And the question was, did he play Loki in Ragnarok because he played Loki in Dogma? And apparently Matt Damon just never mentioned it. No, nothing. Just did not allude to it at all. And when Kevin Smith met Chris Hemsworth, he was like, hey, so he played Loki in your film. He played Loki in my film. And fucking Chris Hemsworth goes, he played Loki in one of your films? And he goes, yeah, it was fucking Dogma. He goes, oh, Matt didn't say anything. He's like, fucking Matt.
Oh, that was so good. And I got to see Kevin Smith do the fucking Edumacation podcast. I got to watch him do Plus One. Fucking Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, but I couldn't really hear that one.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob Get Old was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Whoever was working sound was just fucking it up. Because we couldn't hear shit.
Anything on the pool deck wasn't that great, except for the fucking Q&A.
But yeah, that was absolutely fucking hilarious. And
and I got to watch Hollywood Babylon.
Yeah, he apparently, according to sources, he fucking passed out at Babylon.
I did not. I didn't.
He was just sitting in the front row making his jack off face.
No, I watched the whole thing.
I don't know. Again, I have my sources that say you were just absolutely out, completely out.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it was a fun weekend. It was definitely a fun weekend. I'm kind of glad to be back. I really am. I'm kind of glad to be back. We definitely took a fucking nap when we got home.
we got in the house. It was like fucking off. All right, see you when I see you.
Yeah, I was excited. I was excited to see the old lady, because I haven't seen her all fucking weekend, and it pisses me off. I hate being away from her. like I love the wife. I really do, and I love doing shit with her. And it just killed me that I couldn't do anything with her this weekend. It's just fucking shit, man. She's been off the entire time, and we get tomorrow together. That's about it. But I realize you guys are getting this podcast a day later than usual. Sorry.
Yeah. we were occupied.
Yeah, we were occupado, bro.
And by the way, if you're here from the cruise, how you doing?
It's Finger Blaster. Oh man, we got so many new viewers. I swear to God, it's just, at least 4. Like, oh man, we were having a fucking time, man. We just didn't give a fuck about anything the entire weekend. We were just like, fuck it.
I think there was an unofficial podcast event on the ship that I heard about.
Yeah.
And we did not attend.
We did not attend. Peasants.
we're
the STFU podcast. We don't have to go.
We're definitely
we're right up there with Joe Rogan.
We're definitely the funniest fucking podcast on this ship.
Yeah. God damn it. Anyway. Oh man.
Oh,
we need to go on the road. We need to go on the road with Jason Mewes. That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be good. I'd be all right with that.
Oh, so many drugs. So many drugs.
I think he's out of that now.
Yeah, I think he is too, and he looks worse. Like, it's like, dude,
what do you mean? He looked all beefy and shit, man.
I was like, dude, you should definitely start smoking the weed again.
I thought he was looking kind of jacked, honestly.
I don't know. I know Ethan Suplee looked fucking jacked as shit. That motherfucker turned his shit around.
I don't know if he looked jacked. He definitely looked thinner.
Oh no, he's jacked as shit. He wasn't even on the sail away toast because he was in the fucking gym. I know Jason Lee looks a lot different now than he did.
Yeah, that's what happens when you age.
Oh no, he aged like fucking. Like I remember like it was yesterday. Like he was, he like yesterday he looked like Jason Lee. Now he looks like a much older Jason Lee. It's kind of like when fucking Tony Hawk gets recognized places. And it's like I love following Tony Hawk on Twitter because he always has like the dumbest fucking stories and it's always fucking hilarious. It's like he was going to fly on plane or something like that, and of course it booked his legal name. It was like Anthony Hawk. It's like, are you that skateboard guy's dad? He's like, fuck you.
But anyways, covered the basics. Left before the sun came out. Got there probably like an hour and a half later than we were supposed to. Got on because apparently I'm special needs.
He looked fucking special needs as shit.
Plane crash.
Oh, everybody thought we were gay.
Yeah, everybody's like, why don't you two just fucking get it over with? Like,
everybody thought we were gay. They either thought we were gay or related, right? And it's hard to convince somebody that you're not gay when you're carrying a fucking man purse and your partner, your podcast co-host. I don't want to say partner because that makes it sound even gayer, but fucking your podcast co-host is wearing fucking knickers. Like I swear to God, man, he's wearing capris and shit. Oh, and I've got a new video coming. This is absolutely fucking hilarious. I met an actual foot prostitute, and I completely fucking forgot to tell Jer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was on the smoking deck, and I met an actual foot prostitute from Manhattan. And I was like, how do you get into that line of work? He was like, oh man, fucking, I don't want to make it, I don't want to make it weird. I'm like, no, we're not going anywhere until you explain this fucking job description to me.
Wait, it was a him?
It was a him. It was a dude. And I'll give you the basics. Apparently, somebody like asked to see his feet.
Uh-huh.
And he just kind of fell into it, like he is legitimately Deuce Bigelow. It's fucking hilarious. But fucking like he was telling me, he's like, hey, the guy told me he wants to see my feet. I went to his house and motherfucker like opened the door, like Buffalo Bill, like put fucking lotion in the basket, and fucking apparently this guy looks exactly like Lionel Richie. Like the guy that his first client looked exactly like Lionel Richie. So I'm just sitting there just picturing, hello, is it feet you're looking for? And he's got this book, his giant book of Polaroids, just feet, right? And the most important thing is do not laugh at these people. Like it is a legitimate fet. Like he does not, they don't want to fuck him. They just want to fucking touch his feet. It's fucking ridiculous. He's giving him instructions like make the tower. And apparently that's where you set one foot on top of the other foot. And as soon as he set his feet on top of each other, dude just got up and just fucking just like fucking like that chick in the hot tub with Jared. Just fucking just beating off vigorously. And which I always love when people say that, you know, the masturbating vigorously, because honestly, dude, there's only one way. There's only one way to accomplish that goal, and I think that's vigorously, you know. like you have to do it vigorously. Like you can't do it passively, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking rubbing air up on it, you know, which is like what Sting does. But fucking well, yeah, apparently like his friend, you know, his client, right, is telling his friends about this guy, and they're fucking like calling him like, hey, we heard you're very accommodating to people in our community. We were wondering if we could hire you for your services. And apparently he just got hundreds of fucking clients that way, like just word of mouth, you fucking feet prostitute. And it's just ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous fucking story I've ever heard in my fucking life. And I'm like, I'm fucking telling that. I'm making a video about that. That is going to be the first fucking story time that I'm not a part of.
That's fucking wild.
That is somebody else's fucking story, like 100%, and I am going to tell it because it is fucking hilarious. I took notes.
Well, Tony, I think that concludes another week, my man.
Oh man, fucking that's yeah. We're both still. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah,
I think I'll go home now.
I think I'll go home. I'm hungry. We need food.
Yeah.
We haven't really eaten today.
No, I had some gas station ketos, and it was delicious.
Oh,
yeah,
brave, man.
No, it was delicious. I had some racetrack taquitos on the way home. Fucking, we soldiered through that drive like fucking today. Did. It was no traffic. We were just fucking hauling ass the entire way. Yeah,
it seemed a lot quicker than when we were going down there.
Oh yeah, that's because we weren't stuck in traffic for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh man. And the check engine light went off on the truck by itself. Like, just truck's fine now. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna fuck up y'all's cruise.
But I'll make up for it.
We're gonna fucking haul ass all the way home.
But thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Tuning in from the cruise. We hope you stick around with us.
Yeah, fucking you stick around for the fun things. We are actually going to do an entire reaction video. We have to do an entire reaction video where we just watch episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. It's like fucking it's one of those things like we were just reacting to the fucking shit in the truck, and we were just like, oh fuck it, dude, we got to do this. So we got to film the reaction video, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but till next week. There's our links right down there below.
Yeah, all the links for the social medias and shit. Fucking links to go get tickets to come see us live.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Billings.
Yep, Oklahoma, Billings, and Jacksonville. Jacksonville's gonna make the list.
Jacksonville.
But yeah, man, fucking it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Fucking follow us everywhere. Share the shit out of this, and we will see you beautiful motherfuckers right back here for another episode of Shut the Fuck Up.
Fuck up.
Yeah, he always fucks that up every time. It doesn't matter what it is. He always fucks it up.
All right.
But
until next week, guys.
Love you guys.